Wewe wacha majivuno na kiburi, kudharau viongozi wengine wa upinzani.
Sisi tuko na bidii. And you know there is no shortcut to hard work.
Wamunyoro, you are making us feel uncomfortable with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's a war happening inside Kenya's opposition right now. And if I'm being honest, nobody is actually winning. Not the voters, not the coalition, and definitely not the leaders who are throwing the loudest punches at each other.
You believe that many of us who may not have 4 million votes cannot be president of Kenya. Sir, we are asking you, this time it is also our time.
Here's what makes this story genuinely fascinating for me. The person behind the people who are actually throwing these punches is someone who used to run the entire Mount Kenya political machine, a former president, a man with real history, real credentials, real power, or we could say who once had real power. The problem is, he's still operating as if we still live in that era. Like influence is something that gets passed down because of your title or of the years that you've actually served.
President Uhuru Kenyatta has chaired a meeting that has effected changes in the coalition leadership, replacing the late Raila Odinga with Kalonzo Musyoka.
And when he realized that Gachagua wasn't going to bow, that the new energy wasn't going to worship the old guard, the response wasn't to adapt, it was to attack.
Watu wa mulima tuko hapa na tumesema tunataka chama mingi. Kama mtu ni mtu wa Jubilee akae Jubilee. Kama mtu ni mtu wa chama mingine akae chama mingine. Hatutaki kufungiwa tukue kwa chama moja.
That one careless decision is going to cost him. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how and why. If you love this kind of content, go ahead and like this video and subscribe. Now let's get to the video.
Siko chini ya Rigathi. We are equals. Na mimi hata ni mkubwa wake kisiasa.
Na kiumri pia.
Na kiumri pia.
Think about it. If years spent in politics was actually the only deciding factor, then Kalonzo Musyoka should automatically become the opposition's flag bearer.
Nimekuwa kwa uongozi miaka 50 hata hajui kufanya hesabu. 40 years. Not 50 years.
But I don't think that is how Kenyan politics work anymore. In my view, politics is ultimately about influence. It's about how many people you can actually convince today. It's about how many supporters you can actually mobilize tomorrow. And it is also about how much political weight you can actually bring to the negotiating table.
Political mobilization and consolidation is the first step towards attaining government.
Years of experience matter, but influence matters even more.
Wewe Rigathi Gachagua, ningependa kukuambia sisi tayari tulikuwa kwa opposition kabla utoke kwa serikali.
And this exact debate over influence is threatening to tear the united opposition apart.
We will not allow you to continue intimidating other principles in the opposition.
You see, over the last 48 hours, things have clearly changed. We are witnessing internal disagreements that could become serious enough to weaken the opposition long before 2027.
You believe that many of us who may not have 4 million votes cannot be president of Kenya.
One thing stands above everything else. Key figures closely associated to former President Uhuru Kenyatta are increasingly targeting Rigathi Gachagua. Look at yesterday's rally. Kibagendi openly criticized Gachagua right in front of Fred Matiang'i.
We want to tell you, Rigathi Gachagua, while we have tremendous respect for you, sisi tunataka tukae kwa meza kama equal partners.
At the same time, political observers continue drawing direct links between Peter Munya, Lenny Kivuti, Muturi, and Fred Okengo Matiang'i.
There's this one man who has been trying to fight Trick G. So this man, whenever he goes to Meru, he calls Munya. Whenever he came to Kiambu, he used to call Gathoni wa Mushomba. I want you to see the common denominator. Whenever he goes home, he calls Kibagendi. Whenever he goes to Embu, he calls Kivuti. He's the man who receives it.
Whether those connections carry deep political weight or not, they have created a clear perception. Matiang'i and Gachagua were never true political allies. Theirs was a relationship of convenience, not genuine political trust. Politics is full of temporary alliances, but from where I sit, the rising ambitions surrounding Matiang'i will make it almost impossible for him and Gachagua to comfortably coexist in the same coalition all the way to 2027.
I would like to tell His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, you are the biggest impediment to the unity of the opposition of this country. Wewe wacha majivuno na kiburi.
Personally, I feel like Matiang'i simply doesn't like Gashagua. Tell me, am I judging him too harshly?
There's this one man who has been trying to fight Trick G, and he has tried for quite a long time. And we have always wanted to call him out, but Trick G has always been telling us, no, don't, man.
Then comes the issue that keeps resurfacing, the role of Uhuru Kenyatta.
Uhuru's project. I knew that was coming for sure, but let me tell you, Jeff.
Gachagua himself has repeatedly argued that Uhuru Kenyatta should actually step back and retire from active politics.
We want President Uhuru Kenyatta apatiwe nafasi to retire in dignity. Alitufanyia kazi miaka 10, apewe nafasi apumzike.
Yet, many believe that Uhuru remains deeply influential behind scenes through his associates.
Huyu former president tu, huyu Kenyatta, mtoto wa Jomo Kenyatta, ndio usumbua William, ndio upeana pesa kwa kutemporize serikali ya William Ruto.
Whether that perception is actually true or false, it doesn't matter anymore. It has already taken hold in Kenyan political conversations.
So the grandmaster chess for the united opposition is now locked.
And here is the real danger. If Uhuru is widely perceived as the invisible hand guiding the opposition, President William Ruto will easily revive his exact message that won him the elections in 2022. He will tell the voters that the powerful political dynasties are once again pulling strings to stop his agenda.
Kenyatta 1, Kenyatta 2. So there is a reintroduction of Kenyatta 3. If we do that, then we are giving William Ruto fodder to work with. He will just come and say that it's again dynasties ganging up against me.
That narrative could resonate strongly with millions of voters. That is why the opposition must step extremely carefully.
I do not think this is what people want.
Okay.
It's a crafting of Bwana Uhuru.
By the way, I have a question. Should Uhuru Kenyatta be anywhere close to this election if among the things that we'll be seeking to deal with in the new government is odious debt?
I wanted to comment about the ongoing noise in regards to the united opposition.
Meanwhile, inside the Democracy for Citizens Party, that is DCP, frustrations are rapidly boiling over. Some leaders in the party are already warning that if these attacks continue, DCP may have to walk away and chart its own independent path.
Any person who is bashing the work that is being done by the Rigathi Gachagua in the mountain, in open rallies like I saw today, you obviously mean you want Ruto to become a two-term member, to become a two-term president. I think as a party and as a DCP woman leader, we are equal to task to go alone in the year 2027. Rigathi is equal to task to be a presidential flag bearer of our party and go win that election.
From their perspective, the criticism isn't just about personalities. They believe DCP is under attack simply because it has rapidly grown into one of the strongest movements in the opposition, and that makes other players very uncomfortable.
And for Christ's sake, I didn't see any noise when DCP won the All Karao seat. The congratulatory messages were not as loud and strong as I'm seeing this noise.
Whether that perception is right or not, Kenyans will judge, but it is impossible to ignore how frequently Gashagua has actually found himself fighting off attacks from all sides over the last few days.
I am happy he's not a presidential candidate, because I don't think I would want that kind of a person to be. I would not support that kind of a candidate, a person to run the country, because those dictatorial tendencies are the same ones we are saying we don't want in the current government.
But if anything, I love how much he has been about it.
We have no problem with each other. We have one common enemy. Na nimeona vyama vingine watu vijana wamepotea. Please, nataka kuomba within this coalition, let us focus on Kenya's problem. Shida ya Kenya na William Ruto. Tusipigane hapa sisi na wenyewe. Umeona vile watu ya serikali wanafurahia, watu wetu wakianza kupigania mishale. Mimi naomba watu wangu wale wa DCP, na nimemwambia hawa kina Medho na wengine, focus on William Ruto na watu wake. Within our one-term movement, hata mtu akikutusi nini, wachana naye, kwa sababu kibarua iko mbele ni ya huyu Kasongo aende nyumba. We don't want negative energy.
You see, at the center of this storm lies one crucial question. How should the opposition choose its presidential candidate?
Na sisi viongozi, ukijua ulidanganywa pamoja na watu, uelewe, uache wale hawajadanganywa wakuonyeshe njia ni wapi.
Should it be based purely on current influence and demonstrated public support, or should seniority, regional balance and political history carry equal weight?
Spidi kubwa unawacha watu wote nyuma, hiyo haitatufikisha. Twende safari moja, Wakenya wote.
Gashagua's position is actually clear. Go out to the ground, mobilize support, and let candidates with the strongest numbers naturally emerge.
I am not yet comfortable. I have not finalized consolidation of what I think I can consolidate. Once I do, then I'll say mimi niko tayari. Vile nilisema, kila kiongozi aende a consolidate pahali ako na umaarufu. Mimi mwenyewe nimesema nikipima pahali niko na umaarufu na nitadeliver to the united opposition. Ni hii Mulima, Nairobi and South Rift, including the Ma and the Kipsigis. Mimi nataka I focus there.
His critics, however, want a broader set of considerations.
Wamunyoro, you are making us feel uncomfortable with you. You are talking about how you have the numbers. You believe that many of us who may not have 4 million votes cannot be president of Kenya. Sir, we are asking you, this time it is also our turn.
That fundamental disagreement is shaping up to be one of the ultimate defining battles inside the coalition. So here's the question. Do you believe that numbers or votes should be one of the things that should be considered before selecting the flag bearer, or can the CV be enough?
Let's talk about manipulation and tribalism in the Kenyan politics currently.
You see, there's another narrative that is circulating, and I personally find it deeply worrying.
Msipochagua mtu wa kabila letu tutachagua Ruto, si mumchague.
Some voices have hinted that they are willing to back almost anyone, provided that person is not Kikuyu.
Watu wa Mount Kenya na chama yenu ya DCP, mko na 2 options kwa hii uchaguzi inakuja next year. Options 2 peke yake. Either mpigie mtu mwingine mwenye hatoki Mount Kenya kura kuwe rais. Kwa sababu raundi hii hatutaki mtu wa kutoka Central, mnatuletea mtu wa Central ashindane na Ruto. You have to vote for somebody else who is not from Central. Preferably Edwin Watenya Sifuna for president. Ama go back to your ex, the president William Samoei Ruto, mumpigie kura arudi kwa kiti.
To me, that raises a dangerous question. What happens if the opposition runs a process and the candidate with the strongest numbers happens to be one from the Kikuyu community? Will those insisting on ethnic exclusion simply abandon the coalition altogether?
Form ni Sifuna, Edwin Watenya Sifuna, president. Bas, kama si hiyo, tawala Kenya, tawala. Tawala Kenya, tawala. Raisi Ruto, tawala Kenya, tawala.
I believe merit should come before tribe. If the opposition genuinely wants to prove that it offers a different kind of politics, then competence, mobilization, and public support must overweigh ethnic math.
Na kesho wataita Wakikuyu wa kabila, lakini kila mtu ako mahali akisema, if you do not choose the leader from my tribe, I am going to vote for Ruto. It's as if we are desperate. Mimi sijui nani amedanganya watu ati Mkikuyu is so desperate about this thing.
So let me ask you, if the formula lands on a Kikuyu flag bearer, are you going to vote for him, or would you rather re-elect Ruto?
And I'm very happy my brother Fred Matiang'i, nimeona jana unasukuma Kuria. Pongezi, enda funga Kuria Fred Matiang'i. Funga Kisii, funga Kuria. Ukiweza pia ingia Homa Bay, ingia Migori. Ufunge kwa sababu ni majirani yako, si ndio?
Rigathi Gachagua is facing what is perhaps the biggest political test of his career. Navigating these waters will require strategic discipline, patience and clear-headed thinking.
Fighting people within one-term movement is negative energy. That cannot help us. And I have told the people in DCP, our team, I have told them last night, because walikuwa nasema tunatusiwa na nani, namwambia forget about it. Focus. Don't lose focus on William Ruto and the people close to him. We must retain our focus there.
If I was advising Gashagua politically, I would tell him to stop burning his energy trying to reconcile competing ambitions inside this fragile arrangement.
Sisi kama makabila madogo, we are feeling that you are intimidating us.
Instead, he should seriously look into building strong, fresh ties with figures like Jimmy Wanjigi and Edwin Sifuna. That combination offers real political energy, grassroots movements, and strategic firepower.
The most potent ticket is our Njigi Sifuna ticket or Sifuna Wanjigi ticket that is supported by the United Opposition, because this is a team of outsiders, quote unquote.
At the end of the day, politics is simple. It is about numbers, it's about organization, it's about influence, and whichever team manages to build the broadest coalition of real public support will hold the strongest hand against William Ruto in 2027.
Huyu Sifuna hatakaa chini na Kalonzo Musyoka, hakae chini na Rigathi Gachagua, hakae chini.
So, what do you think? Is Gachagua wasting his time trying to keep the united opposition together? Is it time for him to move and form something strong with equally hardworking counterparts? Let's talk in the comments, and do not forget to subscribe.